Hi everyone, it's Leona with Leona's Designs, and I wanted to do a quick flip through of this pretty little journal which I'm calling Garden Memories. It's just created from a cake mix box, has a hidden spine, has two signatures that are held in with string, and so the pages are removable. And on the front is one of the fabric flowers that I created and a journal nameplate. And I used the ribbon to make a braided tie. Just braided 3 pieces of ribbon to make this little tie. And that's the closure. So the fabric cover is just glued on there. I did sew different pieces of fabric together to create this cover and the spine, and as you can see here, just kind of randomly zigzag pieces together. And then on the inside, I did not make a pocket here on the front because I used this piece of fabric as kind of a belly band to hold whatever in there. This first little tuck spot holds some of my mason jar tags, and most of these papers are my homemade papers. Made a pocket here. It's a little flower tag that says bloom where you planted as journaling space. This is some paper that I embossed and left blank. This is receipt paper that I painted on, journaling space. This I just glued down some note paper, and I stenciled on this book page. And same thing here, kind of stenciled here and glued down some note paper. This I used stamps on this note paper. So there's quite a bit of journaling space here. This is a painted page that I glued this beautiful bird on, and I put a poem that I wrote a few years ago. I wrote this poem called Possibilities, and there's 3 little parts to it. And this part says, what will you be today? A beautiful bird singing a cheerful song, or a negative voice that tears down others' hopes? Well, I would hope I would be a beautiful bird. And here is a clear pocket made from one of those cereal box liners. And I made this little notepad to go in there, just different random papers. And then this tuck pocket is some slow stitching I did on fabric. I made these little flowers with slow stitch, and I stitched that down on some cardstock, and I don't know if I sewed it to the page. I think I just glued it to the page. And then I made this little tiny index card flip up where you could journal a little bit of notes in there, and it's all fabric, a little fabric flower. So it just tucks in there. And then this middle part is a doily tuck spot, and this is the signatures are held in by these pieces of string, so these pages are removable. Here is another tuck spot on the corner. I made another one, excuse me, of slow stitching. The slow stitch is slow flower. And this fabric here is actually what do you call them? Hand wipes. That you use them, I guess they're called baby wipes, but I use them for cleaning off my jelly plate. And after I clean off my jelly plate, then it leaves a beautiful pattern of different paints. So I save them and I use them for my slow stitching backgrounds. And this is a little notebook, I think. What did I do here? Oh, it's a little flip out. Oh, this is what I made with index cards. The little cover is a flip out with a notepad, a note index card on the back for notes, and then there's another part of it as a tag, and then a little tuck spot. And then on the back is another tag with journaling space. And this is one of my birds. And then it opens up in the middle for a lot of journaling space. So that was all made with index cards. And then here's another pocket with one of my birds, and this pocket was created with receipt paper that I painted on. And this little notepad is got one of my birds, and it's just got notes. So I just created this as guarded memories because I figured people might want to take notes about the birds they see or the flowers that they grow. So it's got a lot of birds and flowers and different things you'd find in the garden. And here is the rest of that poem. What will you be today? A heart filled with love, spreading joy to everyone? Or just an empty shell, casting shadows of doubt? I would hope I would be a heart filled with love. What will you be today? A beautiful flower, sharing its sweet fragrance? Or a cold, bitter brook, drowning in past regrets? I would hope I would be a beautiful flower. What will you be today? The choice is yours alone. You can change the world, or you can let the world change you. And that is a poem I wrote a few years ago. It's posted on my poetry website, which I'll put the link down below. It's just leonaslines.com. And I used to write poetry every day. For 7 years, I wrote a poem a day. And all my poems are still online. But I just thought this was a nice poem to put in the garden journal. Here's another journaling spot, and this little pocket has a bookmark. This is a book page, and I put this little quote here. The beautiful, simple things. Flowers. Writing small, I have to bring it up to my eyes. Flowers. Long hugs. Shy smiles, smell of rain, starry nights, falling in love, holding hands, getting lost in a book, random acts of kindness, leaves falling from the trees, the smell of freshly cut grass, morning mist on untouched fields. Those are beautiful, simple things, I agree. Nice little poem. I don't know who wrote it. It was in a magazine. And here's some more stencil paper. and journaling space, their embossed page. This one is one of my larger mason jar images with a little tag that's a flower in a vase, and it says bloom where you're planted. Thought that was cute. More journaling space, and that's the first signature. Second one is some jelly plate paper, and it's got a little bit about this journal that I wrote and put in all my journals, telling what they're about, how you can use them. Another one of my mason jars, and one of my little birds, a little chicken that I drew. All these birds that you see in here are in my Etsy shop as fussy cuts. So the birds are fussy cuts and the mason jars are printables in my Etsy shop. Happy thoughts, blank page. This is a little box fold with a tag in it. This is the flowers I drew for Instagram challenge in May flowers. Each day was a different flower with the letter of the alphabet. This day was a dahlia. And I don't know if I have these in my Etsy shop yet or not, but I was going to create them into little tags. And some note paper. These little box fold are easy to create with circles. This is just a blank page. I left it blank so that the person that gets this journal might want to create more on it. This is a little heart pocket with a little, I think this is a gusseted envelope. It says The Good Life. I created that out of a magazine page. And the heart says Simplicity. Some more journaling space. Journaling space. Another blank page. Another one of my flower tags. Fuchsia. This is a triple pocket page. Little pocket here with the mason jar. A bird tag. And I guess I have nothing in that one. And just a blank page. And then this is a pocket with a tag that says Just Be. Sometimes you just want to sit in your garden and just be. Journaling space. A tag that says Joyful Keep Singing. It's got one of my birds on it. And these tags are printables in my Etsy shop. And then this is a music page, Have a Good Day. Made it into a pocket. And then in the back, I have made this little writing board out of a piece of chipboard that I painted and doodled on. So that if people want to write in here and they need a little stability, you can put the writing board in there. And there's no pocket on the back, which is kind of unusual. I usually put a pocket on the back, but I didn't do that this time. And this one just has the belly band in the front. So that is it for this little Garden Memories journal. I think it turned out very pretty. And I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and you were inspired. and I hope to see you again soon. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Have a great night.